Welcome to A Student of Leadership, a micro-podcast where leaders are made one habit at a time. Hosted by Rob Adams, a leadership veteran with 30 years of experience, this podcast explores key concepts that define exceptional leadership. Each episode delves into a powerful word or strategy, offering practical insights and real-world stories. Whether you're just starting out or an experienced executive, join Rob as he guides you in learning, growing, and leading with purpose.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to A Student of Leadership, powered by Unifro Food Service and our Leadership Development Program. I'm Robert Adams, and wherever you're listening from today, could be your route, your office, your kitchen, or even a moment of quiet before the chaos begins, I'm honored you're here at the leadership table. This is where we learn together through real stories, real habits, and real connection. Food brings people together. Leadership keeps them together. Real leaders, real growth, one table. Today we're talking about feedback culture, how great leaders turn feedback into fuel instead of fear. Not the annual review kind, not the fix this kind, but the kind that creates growth, trust, and real confidence inside a team. Most people hear the word feedback and brace themselves. But in great teams, feedback isn't something to fear, it's something people welcome, because they know it comes from the right place. One story that shows this comes from The Honest Company. Years ago, during a tough moment when the company faced public criticism and product recalls, founder Jessica Alba did something rare for a leader under pressure. She didn't hide behind PR statements, she didn't push blame downward. Instead, she met with teams directly, engineers, chemists, customer service reps, and asked them for their honest feedback about what went wrong and what they needed from her. And she didn't defend, she listened. She took notes. She owned her part. She thanked people for telling her hard truths. You see, that transparency changed everything. Trust was rebuilt. Teams leaned in. People started sharing ideas more freely, not because they were fearless, but because they finally felt heard. That's what real feedback culture looks like. It's not about perfection. It's about honesty without harm. It's about believing feedback is something we give for someone, not to someone. Marshall Goldsmith teaches a simple truth. Feedback is not about the past. It's about shaping the future. That shift in mindset changes everything. You see, feedback becomes a gift, not judgment. So here's something to reflect on today. How do people feel after they leave a conversation with you? Do they feel smaller or stronger? Do they walk away unsure, or do they walk away clearer? And here's the hardest one. Do people believe they can tell you the truth without paying a price? Now, I've got a challenge for you this week. I want you to pick one person who needs to hear something from you. Maybe a bit of guidance, maybe encouragement, possibly clarity, and deliver it in a way that builds them, not bruises them. Say what needs to be said, but do it with care and specificity. Not be better, more like, here's one small shift that will help you succeed. One conversation like that can change someone's entire week. Now, if someone came to mind as you listened, share this episode with them and invite them to the table, the leadership table. Let them know that feedback isn't a weapon. It's a leadership tool used in the right way. Food gave us roots. Leadership gives us purpose. Real leaders, real growth, one table. Now, before we wrap, I want to invite you to stay connected beyond the podcast, because leadership isn't something you learn just one time. It's something you practice every single day. So every Monday morning, I send out the leadership table on Beehive. It's where we start the week with practical insights and simple habits to help you lead with clarity and confidence. When we hit midweek on Wednesdays, we meet again for the Breaking Bread, a Student of Leadership newsletter right on LinkedIn. That's where we build community, share stories, and talk about leadership the same way we talk about food, as something that brings people together socially. And then on Friday, as we close the week out, we tap into the Mindful Leader on Substack. It's a short reflection to help you slow down, reset, and reconnect with why you lead in the first place. Each one of them is different. Together, though, they create a rhythm of learning, connecting, and reflecting. Because leadership is not a solo act. It's a shared table. Next time, we'll close this season with Leading with Purpose, the heartbeat of every great leader, and a reflection on why we do what we do. I'll see you next time at the table. Take care, everybody.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of The Student of Leadership. Leadership is about who we become and how we help others grow. If you found value in this podcast, share it with a fellow leader and connect with Rob on LinkedIn or leave a review. New episodes drop weekly, so don't forget to subscribe to stay connected. Until next time, keep learning, growing, and leading with intention. Remember, great leaders are made one habit at a time. See you next time on A Student of Leadership.